not sure if it's an equal opportunity to treat all EU or non-EU students in an equal way. Because first of all, I don't think Britain will leave the European Union, so this opportunity, so-called opportunity, isn't very realistic. And even if the UK leaves the European Union, there are still lots of connections between the UK and the European Union. They have signed lots of uh, contract agreements, something like that. So there still will be a kind of like unequal things like the working hours limit imposed on non-EU students. I don't think the British exit is a good opportunity.
This is a really interesting question, I'm gonna say. I mean, I didn't feel I was like treated unfairly because like when I was at the interview of Phones for You, yeah, I was the only Chinese guy, and they chose me over other people. It was because like I showed how good I was. Yeah, I'm back to like I'll say 2 years ago. I couldn't like really speak English like this good, but I show those like managers that I know how to talk to people. I know how to sell the products. It's all about yourself. It's nothing about like how policy is gonna affect you. And on the other hand, I think like if the UK did quit, then probably there would be less EU students like living in UK, and probably less people will be in the market, and probably we might have more opportunities to get a job. But again, if you can't really speak English, if you don't know how to work, you just can't get a job. So I wouldn't really blame the government for like the unemployment things like that. It's all about you.
First, I would try to find a graduate job here, but I think it's quite difficult because I need a working visa from the employer, and also I think like my language is another constraint for me. But we get a working holiday visa program in Hong Kong, and then if we apply for that, we can legally work in here for 2 years. Maybe I will consider that method to find a job here, because two of my ex-colleagues from Hong Kong, they are working in London already with this method. But I'm still thinking, because my family, they are all in Hong Kong, so that there's a lot of things for me to consider. I think it will be better for the non-EU student, because we get less competitor when we want to find a graduate job. But I think other things for me to consider is my language, or the culture, the culture between me and the British are much more different than than a student with British. So that there's a lot of factors to consider.
Yeah, I already noticed that. That's why I want to have some experience before before I'm looking for a full-time job. And also, yeah, maybe I will go back to my home country and start to look at another job.
Hi, I'm Ayush and I'm studying international marketing from Newcastle University and I'm from India. Basically, I've just completed my bachelor's degree and I've come directly for my master's. Yeah, if I get a job over here for full-time basis, so definitely I'd love to stay over here. Yeah, I guess so. I hope that it happens because even we would be treated equally like other European students, which we are not currently.
My name is Eleni Kefalino and I am from Greece. I'm here because I'm studying for a master's course, media and journalism. It's 1 year full time. For now, I'm planning to stay in that job because it's good with the university. I mean, till August, that I will still have to graduate and to attend classes and dissertation and everything. I hope it won't go out. Well, right now I haven't figured it out, but I don't think it will be a problem with the job. And since I'm already working on that matter, it won't affect me a lot. But I think there is a possibility I will lose my insurance because, of course, we won't be in the European Union connected in a way. And probably on that case, it will affect me. But the job I have it, the house I have it, I mean, most of it, I have accomplished it already, so it's not that it will affect.
I applied for a PhD in the Netherlands right now. If it works out, I will go to the Netherlands for the PhD, but I would like to be a teacher, a professor in the UK, actually. I would like to teach in the English language. Oh, I actually thought about this today. I had just a discussion with my friends today. So yeah, given the fact that I'm from Germany, from the European Union, I hope that England or the UK is not leaving the EU because it would make it a lot more difficult and also more expensive for students to come here. I don't know how it is if, I mean, I will not be a student in a few months anymore. So I don't know if it's easier to come to the UK as a teacher then, or as a PhD student rather than just only a master's student. But I hope that the UK does not leave the EU.